One of the best parts about the Himiway D5 2.0, honestly, is its suspension. It has a full suspension front and back, and it's adjustable. So, I mean, depending on the terrain you're on, you can do different adjustments to it. I'm not typically doing too many tough terrains. You know, to do mild, you know, gravel surfaces most of the time, or just smooth dirt surfaces. But this thing, man, that suspension combined with the seat, wow. I mean, the seat, look, I'm not, you know, no spring chicken, right? So I'm not looking to get outside and beat myself to death. I'm just looking to get outside and have some fun. And with this suspension and this seat, it's a great padded seat. These are some serious upgrades. Let's see how we're gonna get through this. And it's got big fenders over these tires, so you know, just the mud and stuff is not gonna splash up on me as bad as it would if they were open. I love this thing. It's so easy to ride. And the torque and cadence modes on it just are ultra sensing. I've got it on auto right now because I'm not really trying to fly through here, but I'm really just comfortable. I used to ride heavy duty mountain bike when in my 20s, and now that I'm in my 50s, that's just not for me anymore. I'm looking for something just nice and chill, and I found it. This has got the Maxxis 26 by 4-inch tires. They're big, just big. I just can't express to you how big they are. I've never had a bike that had tires almost as big as what's on my Jeep. Kidding, of course. Best part about a mountain bike, best part about getting out to ride a bike is this. Look at that. Get out in nature and enjoy everything that it has to offer. You know, getting close to it, you know, the stream, the babbling noise of water rushing. Listen to it. And then you've got this fantastic bike that you get to ride. What a bonus in life. The ability to just kind of enjoy nature and get out and ride a fantastic bike that doesn't beat you to death, and it's just really comfortable. Sometimes you just wonder to yourself, how much luckier can I get in life? But look at this memory foam seat. Right? No, it's not a heavy-duty mountain biker seat. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something very comfortable. And this has got it. The suspension, you know, and the suspension right here. And the suspension, you've got a good suspension that's adjustable. You can adjust this. I'm sure that I never will. And then you got suspension, you got to dial in your stiffness or not on your suspension on your front forks. The brakes, they're disc brakes, so you're going to stop on a dime. And then a rack. You know, I don't have much on it. This is my selfie stick, but you can put a lot on that. It's a good looking bike, isn't it? Tail lights, turn signals, safety, mud flaps. Let's get back to riding. Look at that stream. Getting up close and personal with that kind of stuff is just the thing. All right, what do we got here? Looks like a little bit of a flood. I'm not worried about it. Let's go right around it. See where we go. Again, it's got those giant tires. And because it's pedal assist, yeah, I don't have to worry about it so much. Now, am I a little worried? Sure. You know, am I getting muddy and wet? No, I'm not. But this thing's just gliding me through it as if it was just a dry trail. Look at that. There we go, little back tire slip back there. Handled it really well. Nice. That was a nice little test for it. See how it did in a thicker muddy situation. Look at that. Love water. Water, you know, one of the reasons I love off-roading in my Jeep is because I like to ride in streams. We're gonna ride right through this water. There we go. We're gonna get in the middle of this mud here. No problem. It's like the Himiway just wants environments like this. It's just dying to get environments like this. This is just fantastic. This is actually a trail down in Morrow, Ohio. This is called and it's a nature preserve in our community. One of the few parks that we have in our community, Hamilton Township, and they have done a great job with it. Keep the trails nice and clean. Now they're not sculpting the trails, but you know, they clean up the brush, get rid of the mess, and it's not overgrown. You see how nice it is. I mean, one of the best kept secrets in this area, in my opinion. Oh, this is beautiful right here. Let's get a look at this. Ah, the Purple People Bench. Ah. Yeah, that's not going to stand. Let's go turn us around. There we go. Check this out. How would you like to be here right now? Got some guy fishing over there off the rocks. So this used to be a quarry, and they turned it into a fishing lake, and you can canoe and paddle and stuff like this on the lake. No motors, but just nice and surreal. Check this bike out. It's killer, isn't it? I'm so lucky to have it. Pick the right one. Himiway makes a lot of great bikes, but I went with this one because of the type of things I do. This is great on a paved trail. It's great on sidewalk. You know, you can ride this anywhere, especially with those fat tires. I mean, you're riding an electric bike. It's got multiple modes on it. It's 6 or 7 different modes to just, you know, do whatever you want. Oh, I forgot. It's got a light too. Yeah, I forgot all about the light. It's got an LED light in case you ride at night or in dusk. And this thing just picks up on your cadence really, really easy. The torque on it is unreal, and with the battery, should easily get 60 miles, especially if you're pedaling. Love this guy. Man, I have a Harley, I have a Jeep, I have a drone, I have all these things, right? And I'm at that age where I'm just doing toys because I'm not going to be sitting around when I retire. I want to have fun things to do. This is without a doubt the third. I mean, I love my Jeep. I love my Harley. But from an activity perspective, it don't get much better than this. All right, let's get out of here. Look at that. I'm not into working really hard to enjoy myself, right? I mean, if I want that, I'll go exercise. I'll go lift, right? No, I'm into this for just to find that zen, to find that relaxation. That's what I do it for. So let's get it in turbo mode. Let's have some fun. I see some dirt up there. Let's get up on top of the dirt pile. Why not? Look at that. That's gonna be a picture for you guys. Yeah. That's a picture and a half. That was fun. This is an old asphalt pile. So yeah, so there used to be an asphalt company right next door. I think that's what they did. You can see their silos. I don't think they're using them anymore. They're kind of old and abandoned now. It's just probably construction equipment that people keep there. But that was fun. Big old dirt pile. Let me get you some perspective on it and get down a little bit lower, because you can never get a perspective on a hill while you're on it. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice hill. Yeah, what a great bike. Love it. Yeah. Incredible in a lot of different terrains. I'm gonna climb this hill and see if I can get up it without killing myself. Whew. We're up it. Now the fun part is riding back down it. So let's turn this boy around and get down it. So I've named my Himiway. It's like I named my Jeep and my motorcycle. And you never guess what my Himiway bike's name is. I got really creative with it. It's called Mike. Mike bike. Get it? Mike bike. Maximum speed on this is 28 miles per hour. So you ain't starving for speed, that's for sure. I've never been down there before. Let's go down there. Let's see what we can get ourselves into. Oh, where's some mud? There we go. Crossing the tracks, probably not a good idea. You don't mind the mud, but I certainly don't want to stay in it. Here we go. Let's go across this guy. There we go. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, I've never been down here before. what it's all about. New discoveries for yourself. New adventures. Find new stuff. Just up there is the Little Miami bike trail. There we go. Here's a way on it right here. Try to take that turn too quick. Let's get up on the bike trail. Get down there, come back around. That'll be fun. There we go. This is Little Miami bike trail right here, guys. So what I like about this park down here is that it connects to the Little Miami bike trail. Now, normally you'd have to go out on the road to get back to where my Jeep is parked, but I happen to know a little bit of a shortcut. It's a little tricky. We'll get through it. Yep. There's those silos over there. See them? It's a nice shot right there. Wish I could get close to them. Let's find that shortcut. It's not a hard find. We'll just hop right up here. Is there a cut through? Maybe not. Maybe the cut through grew up a little bit. That's all right. Here we go. By the way, this thing's got turn signals if you want to use them too, which is kind of cool. All right, let's find the nicest cut through. Probably right here. Here we go. Now, we'll go right through here. And I know it's going to be muddy. That's all right. Oh, big old pile of dirt. Let's just keep going, see if we can fight through here. Now this is rough going right here, but we can't stop. Bunch of water right here. Ah, just fine. Little wet sock, but you don't go out in nature and not get in it. Back at it. Oh, that was a deep one. You know, if it had a nice solid bottom instead of a muddy bottom, might be okay. But as it stands, here I got my sock all dirty. It's all right. Got to pick the line, the one I want. Let's get a little higher ground over here. And it's got a 60-mile range on the battery. But remember, the more you pedal, the longer the range for you. We'll cut down through here and take it all the way back to the Jeep, and we'll call that a nice ride. Actually, I got an idea. Do you ever see a photo spot and you just say, I gotta do that? Well, that's where I'm at right now. There it is. Yeah. Rides like a dream. Feels great. I'm not going to feel like I was beat up after my ride. Himiway's an all-around awesome bike. The D5 2.0, it's awesome. Now they got a smaller version of the D5 with 20-inch wheels. They got a kids mod. They got a bunch of bikes. I mean, kids models, all kinds. You got to look at Himiway. If you haven't considered Himiway, it's time to start. This kind of bike that it's well built, and it's going to take some decent abuse if you want to give it to it. Like I said, it's not a mountain bike, but you can give it to it, and it's just going to take it and enjoy it with you. Check out the knobbies on the Maxxis tires. Side shoulder knobs, side shoulder lugs. Nice lugs all the way around. Yep. There's your disc brakes. Internal battery. You can get a spare and replace it out if you want to. I'm not riding like that, so I don't know if I'll ever need a spare or ever run the battery out on a trail. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ran the battery out on this yet. But if I get this out with my Jeep somewhere in the backwoods, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I think I'd be more worried about me hurting myself than me hurting the bike. Anyway, D5 2.0. Check it out. Well worth a look. Well worth every penny you'll spend on it. Catch anything yet?
Oh, we need major help. Like major.
What happened?